We'll start the Pearson Edexcel IAL May-June 23 paper of F2. So for the first question, we have to show that this expression over here comes out to be this. So we can begin by rationalizing the denominator. We'll multiply this with root r minus 2, and we'll put this on the top as well. If you notice, we have the form a plus b times a minus b over here, which would be equal to a square minus b square. So on the top we have 2 root r minus 2 root r minus square root r minus 2, and in the denominator we have root r square minus root over r minus 2 whole square. If we calculate this, we have 2 root r minus 2 root r minus 2, and on the denominator we have r minus 2. This comes out to be 2 root r minus 2 root over r minus 2 divided by r minus r plus 2. This is 2 root r minus 2 root r minus 2 by 2. So we can divide everything by 2 and get root r minus root over r minus 2. You can show one more step before this. You can just take the 2 out here. Root r minus 2. Show how the 2 gets cancelled, and this is what we had to show. And for part B, we have to find this summation over here using the method of differences. We have already found out that this expression over here can be written like this, so we'll use that over here now. So we have this expression over here. We can write it in this form. We'll just use the form we found here, root r minus root r minus 2. Now if I'll take f of r equals to root r minus 2, we start from 2 and go up to n. So f of 2 would be root 2 minus root 0. F of 3 would be root over 3 minus root over 3 minus 2, which is 1. Now we go f4. This is root over 4 minus root over 4 minus 2, which is 2. Now if you notice, this and this cancels out. This and this will cancel out because this is f5, which will be root 5 minus root 3. So it will go on like this. Now since we needed to show the first 3 values to begin the cancellation, we have to show the last 3 values as well. So the last value would be fn, the second last would be fn minus 1, the third last would be fn minus 2. Fn minus 2 would be root over n minus 2 minus root over n minus 2 minus 2. We are putting n minus 2 for r. So this is n minus 4. This would be root over n minus 1 minus root over n minus 1 minus 2, which is n minus 3. And finally we have root over n minus root over n minus 2. And if you notice, this and this cancels out, this and this will cancel out, this and this will cancel out. What we are left with is this root 4 will also cancel out as well. So if we add everything, if we add all the f's, we get this summation over here. So summation from r equals to 2 to n of f of r, I'll just leave it like it, will be equal to root over n plus root over n minus 1 just the summation of all this. We have minus 1 over here as well. Minus 1 minus 0. This is just root n plus root n minus 1 minus 1. And this is the answer for part B. Now moving on to part C, we have to find this value over here. In this case, the n is replaced with 50, but however, you have to be careful about one thing. Here r is 4 instead of 2. We know the simplified version, which is this, when it begins from 2. However, if I want to find the summation from 4 to 50, I'll just leave it as f of r. Then we have to write this as n equals to 2 to 50 of f of r. But now I have taken 2 extra terms that shouldn't have been here. So we'll have to subtract it. And we'll subtract n equals to 2 to 3. Since the 4th term will be included over here, so this n r equals to 2, r equals to 3, r equals to 4. We want the summation of this part. Since the formula begins from 2, I'll find the summation of this part and then subtract this. This is what we are subtracting over here from 2 and 3. So we are subtracting the value of this f of r when r is 2 and r is 3, and we'll keep the remaining. So if I calculate this, I'll use the formula for this. So this is root over 50 plus root over 49 minus 1, and the rate part would be root 3 plus root 2 minus 1. Root 50 can be written as 5 root 2. Root 49 is just 7. Then we have minus root 3 minus root 2 minus 1. If we calculate this, we have 4 root 2 because of this. Then we have minus root 3, and then we have plus 7 minus 1 minus 1, so plus 5. If we look over here, the answer asks for us to find it in this form: a plus b root 2 plus c root 3. A is 5a plus b root 2, so 4 root 2 minus 1 root 3. So a is 5, b is 4, and c is minus 1. And that's it for question 1.